Welcome back, YouTubers and Madden fans. This is Madden Money Shot, sniffing out the Madden cheese as always. Got some plays for you today out of the Carolina Panthers playbook. This is part 2 of a series that I'm doing. I'll make sure to pop a link for part 1 as well as make sure that I have it in the description below, so if you guys want to check out part 1 and 2, you can. But the first video that I went over was a devastating cover 3 beater out of the drive corner, which is a play somebody on my Patreon that I was doing a coaching session with told me about, and it was so good I had to share it with you guys. It was a great play, but now I'm going to show you a play that I've been using for a while. That's a devastating cover 3 play, which is the mesh spot. So we're going to pick that. On the other side, we're going to pick random nickel. Like I said in the last video, I'm updating my Panthers playbook. It's my favorite playbook. If you guys want to check that out, all that information is in the description below. Other than that, I also updated the Saints playbook, so I just want to pass that around. So if you already bought the Saints playbook or the Panthers playbook, hit me up with the email information on that site, and I will hook you up with the updated version. So other than that, let's go ahead and we're going to do this. All we're going to do is we're going to put Bird here on a streak. That'll make a nice cover 2 beater. He'll also get open against cover 3s from time to time. It's a tighter window, but Bird can get open against cover 3s. And then realistically, he pulls coverage back so that DJ Moore will get open underneath. Other than that, Greg Olsen here, or not Greg Olsen, I'm sorry, Christian McCaffrey here is going to be the cover 3 beater, which, I don't know if that was a cover 3 or not, but he was still wide open in the flat. That's kind of the point. He'll do that quite a bit. I put this out of a similar formation out of the Patriots, but it wasn't quite the same. But this is a really good play. So like I said, I don't know what we're looking at here. You know what I mean? Like, he's just wide open by like 10 yards. It's just like stealing. So let's do this again. Like I said, if we get a cover 2, I'm going to be looking Bird's way, which we have not yet. It looks like we're getting cover 3s, but it's really hard to tell because of the way that the safety and the cornerback are so tight together when they're dropping back. So let's go ahead and let's do this again. I mean, we're just going to keep taking this. I mean, I'm hoping to see that. I'm staring at the circle. As the play starts, I'm staring at the circle as he goes back. And if he isn't, if he's covered, it's basically the running back pretty much every time. And then, like I said, if either one of those are not open, I'll pretty much just take the drag. That's simple. That's the read structures. As easy as it gets. So, like I said, staring at Bird. He's the biggest play. That's why I'm starting with him. And I'm going to try to get him here as we get a nice throw, a nice animation, and we're gone. I mean, that's not typically what you're going to get. I'm looking for cover 2s. I'm looking for him to split the cover 2 safeties is the idea. Because it's looking like cover 2 pre-snap pretty much every time. And then we're not getting it. So here we go once again. And we're going to have to take the check down for the first time. Although we could have waited. Actually, I'm upset with myself. I could have waited as he turned up. It was a man coverage, I think. I could have turned up for R1. That's something I forgot to mention. McCaffrey can really get open against R1. We're going to move the ball over too because all the plays are on one side. Just know where you are on the field when you call this play. Try to set it up from one of the hash marks and run it to the open side. It's the best thing I can say. Now that was a cover 2. I'll take it though. I still got like 5-6 yards. Bottom line is I made a bad read there, but I still got a good play out of it. So I'll take that. You can take that all game. You don't necessarily have to make the best reads all the time. But this is what I was looking for when I said cover 2. If I'd have threw that inside a little more, it would have been a touchdown. So like I said, staring at Bird. Watching what happens there. Got to take the check down here. Although realistically, that was a cover 2 man, I think. I could have took McCaffrey up the field. McCaffrey, if somebody's running a lot of cover 1 man, McCaffrey's going to be a much better option. Look at that. I mean, that was a blitz off that side. So throwing into the blitz obviously is going to be a huge deal. So super easy reads. We're splitting the field in half. We got our cover 3 beater, which is McCaffrey. We got our cover 2 beater, which is circle. And then we got our man beaters, which is pretty much every play. Like, I guess, I don't know. I think that was a man. I'm not even entirely sure, but we almost had a home run there. My pre-snap reads, once the play starts, a lot of times I'm just kind of, blindly judging space. Because to be honest with you, the way that the computer runs their offense is really different than the way or their defense is really different than the way people run defense online. They run a lot of cover 6s and 9s. Pretty much every play is something different when you're doing it in this type of mode, in practice mode, which is just, like I said, really unrealistic. So this is the first time where actually nobody was open, so we're going to just take off with Cam Newton. But that's another good thing, I guess. You can always do that. I guess that would be your 4th option. I don't know what was going on there. So here we go. Motioning out McCaffrey. Doing this one more time. We have a wide open McCaffrey. Oh man, that had to be man. And I don't know how he caught up that quick. That's bull. So last but not least, just doing this breakdown one more time real quick. If you have a cover 2, your read's going to be Bird. You just have to pass lead him away from the safeties up the center. If it's a cover 3 or a cover 1 or even a cover 0, realistically the R1 route will beat all of them. Although realistically if it's cover 0, if it's a blitz like that, you probably won't have time. And then your check down is going to be more. So cover 0 is probably going to be better against man 0 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because the zones are getting pulled back by Bird and R1. So a lot of times your drag is just going to be open. And there I'm just getting smacked. I don't know what that was. But you get the idea. I mean, if you're getting pressure like that, your checkdowns are your crosses and your drags. So, that's just, that no matter what the zone is, it's going to get space. Space is going to get created by the other routes. And last but not least, you also have, a similar play to the first one that I put out, where you're going to have, if you motion this guy over, if you streak circle, at that scenario, you probably want to put more on an out route and then smart route him. You can get a big play out of the triangle, but it has to be cover 3, which this is not. This is a cover 2. So, that's just another option. I'll try to get a cover 3 here real quick. If you didn't see that first video, like this here looks like a cover 1 man. So realistically, I don't have to do the other adjustments, but because I know that based off the fact that it's a cover 1 man, the triangle is going to beat it. If as long as he gets adequate space here, which he does at the last second. But I'm trying to get a cover 3 before I end this. This looks like a cover 3. So like I said, out route, more, put him on a smart route. Streak Bird, motion him across. I could probably just, put my running back, on something. But look at this. Look at the size of this gap. Like I said, it's pretty similar to the first video I put out. So the last play I think that I have, I might have 2 plays, I'm not entirely sure, but I think the last play that I have is the Z spot. This play right here, I'm going to look real quick, make sure I don't have anything else. I mean, the bench is pretty typical for like a man coverage, but let's go and let's pick the Z spot. Go ahead and pick, random nickel again. So the only adjustments I'm really going to make is I'm going to put Bird on a streak. That's really the only important one. I like motioning out McCaffrey. I think that's a really good option, as you can see right there. That's a man coverage, but he's so quick to the edge that man coverage stands no chance based off of the motion. But you can run, you can just put that dude in a streak, hurry up and hike it. You know what I'm saying? She's still going to get open out in space. I mean, he's just such a cheat code. I'm falling in love using this guy right now. But if you want to mirror some of the other plays, motioning them out is probably a good idea. Like I said, a lot of the plays in this formation, I'm motioning the running back to create that bunch. And we're getting really good results doing it. So it's really up to you. But if I were to create like a check down, I think putting more on a slant or a drag, it's the same thing. But putting more on a slant or a drag is probably a good way to go. Because it'll come open underneath a lot of these coverages. And I don't think that the route he's running makes a lot of sense. I mean, I can't say I've ever really run it like this. He's just kind of going in and then coming back, I guess. And at that point, I mean, he beat man. I think that was a man coverage, and it worked out pretty good. So it's kind of like a Z route or a zig route. So, obviously, I mean, he took it out. So it was a good play. So you could kind of just run it just like this. But I don't think consistently this square route's going to do a whole lot. But like I said, you can see he's beating. I got sacked there. But you can see he's doing his job. So we're going to do it again, and I mean, it just takes a long time to get open. I got sacked 2 plays in a row because I'm waiting for it to get open. So, obviously, I mean, that's a good check down. But the R1 route's going to be open right away. You can't really get sacked if you're just throwing to this guy the whole time. And look at this, man. He's just so fast. It's unbelievable. I've never really used him like that. Funny thing is, he is not that fast in mud. It's like an 87 or something recently as I throw a bad ball. He's not that fast in mud, though. I don't get it. Crazy how good some players are in regular game modes, but then in MUT, they're just not anywhere near that. Like, that's Christian McCaffrey right now. So, like I said, getting that edge, big play, big catch and run. If he was like this, he'd be on my squad. Like, if he's like this in MUT, he's going to be on my squad. If you have Christian McCaffrey in MUT and you notice that he's a boss like this, let me know, because I might have to pick him up. He's just playing that dirty right now. So, go ahead and do this one more time. Look at that. I mean, that's just, he's just so smooth. Like, he's a good player in real life too, but he's so smooth in this game. He's just dirty beating this game up right now. Other than that, it's all on my Patreon now, which the information for that's in the description below. Or you can check out my ebook, which is also in the description below on my personal website. I highly recommend the Panthers. It's got to be my favorite book. I'm really excited about the Saints that I upgraded though, or that I updated, because to be honest with you, I was enjoying it to the point where I was like, man, I might have to pull this back out and start using the Saints again. But you know, you can't go wrong. So if you guys want to check that out, links in the description below. Other than that, thanks for watching. Madden Money Shot out. Need more help or just want to show your support? Then head over to my Patreon and join my team, where you can get exclusive content like ebooks and bonus plays, as well as early access to my vids and more. Link in the description below.